Okay, so if you unmuted yourself, please mute yourself. And then let's come into a standing position. Oh, and after sitting, let's just shake it out a little bit, right? Just kind of shake it out a little bit. All right. And then what I want you to do is I want you to find a standing pose where you're sort of in a mountain pose. So mountain pose is really just a simple standing pose, right? And let's just come up onto the toes and down and up onto the toes and down. A couple more times. Up and down. One more time. Up and down. All right, we're going to roll through just the first 4 movements of sun salutation. So we're not doing anything crazy. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our hands into prayer position in front of the heart center. Ground into your feet for a moment, like feel your feet under the earth. You want your feet on the earth. You want your feet about hip distance apart. You want your shoulders over your hips, hips over your knees, knees over your ankles. Standing nice and tall. Let's just breathe here for a moment. Close your eyes. And just start taking some nice deep breaths. Maybe as you exhale, give it a little sound. As you exhale, feel yourself connecting even deeper into the earth. As you inhale, feel the chest lift, feel the spine lift, feel the shoulder blades lift. Relax the jaw, the face, the throat. And as we move through this next sequence, just take a moment to sort of like imagine you're viewing 2020, like it's just kind of rolling like a little movie through as we move. So we're going to inhale. As we exhale, we're going to push our hands down, pushing the energy down, pushing the air down. We're going to inhale the arms up towards the sky. As we exhale, we're going to bend the knees and we're going to dive in. Knees are bent, back is safe. All right. We're going to inhale, we're going to lift our back to a flat. Exhale, fold it all the way over, top of the head towards the earth. Inhale, arms back up towards the sky, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. That is the first 4 movements of sun salutation. We're going to repeat that a couple times. Inhale. Exhale, push it down. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting up, reach, look at your hands. Exhale, diving in. You can keep the knees bent first couple times. Inhale, lift the heart, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms back up towards the sky. Hands together, exhale, hands to heart. Let's do that 2 more times, really warming it up. Inhale. Exhale, push it down. Inhale, reaching up, reach, reach, reach. Arch the back a little, stretch the front of the body. Exhale, dive in. Maybe you keep your legs straight this time, back straight, legs straight. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms back up towards the sky. Hands together. Exhale to the heart. Nice. Let's do that. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, push it down. Nice deep breaths. Inhale, reach towards the sky. Arch the back a little bit. Stretch the front of the body. Dive in on your next exhale. Diving into the earth. Beautiful. Inhale, lift your heart, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms back out towards the side, up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. 1 more round of this. Inhale. Exhale, push it down. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting up, reach, reach, reach. Arch the back a little, stretch the front of the body. Oh, exhale, dive in. Nice and deep. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms back up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, release the arms down, shake them out for a moment. All right, we're gonna do warrior one. So you're gonna start by stepping your right foot forward, okay? So as your right foot is forward, your left foot's back. So here's the trick with warrior one. Hips are facing forward. We're not at an angle here. That would be warrior two, right? Hips are facing forward. In our warrior 1 and 2 poses, back leg is straight, front leg is bent. So what we want to do, excuse me, we want to bend that front knee and just lift those arms up, shoulder distance apart, all right? And then sink the shoulders down into the shoulder sockets for a moment and just breathe here. So just connecting into the earth, feeling that strength, right? Nice. We've made it through 2020. We are warriors. Breathing into this. Now from here, we're going to open it up into warrior two. So we're just going to turn to the left, open the arms out, okay? So right hand is facing forward over that right knee, back leg is straight, front knee is bent. Sinking in here, warrior two. You can look over that right hand. Nice, beautiful. Breathe into this. Relax the jaw, like feel strong in the body. I'm gonna turn sideways so you guys can see, but relax. Okay, so now we're gonna do what we call dancing warrior. So we're gonna inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the hands, look at the hands. Exhale, back into warrior. Beautiful. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, down. 2 more times. Inhale, straighten, feel the strength. Exhale, down. 1 more time. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bring it down and hold and breathe. Go ahead, release the hands down. Straighten the legs. Let's heel toe it back together. All right, shake it out a little bit. I'm going to step that left foot forward. Left foot forward, right foot's back. Okay, again, hips are facing forward. All right, I'm going to drop that left knee down a little bit, lift the arms up, shoulder distance apart, drop the shoulders into the shoulder sockets and breathe here. Okay, nice deep breaths. Again, I'm going to turn it sideways. All right, okay, breathing into this. So again, just like sort of taking a moment to feel the strength in this pose, connect it to the earth. Like this is that warrior pose of lifting up out of the earth. Then as we open it up, right, open it up, again, keeping those hips centered, breathing into this for a moment, looking over your left hand. Back leg is straight, front leg is bent. Promise this is the hardest part of the whole class. Everything from out here on out will be pretty accessible. Okay, we'll do our dancing warrior. Inhale, lift, look at your hands. A little bit of core, a little bit of balance. Exhale, back into warrior. Inhale it up. Lovely. Exhale it down. Let's do this 3 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Again, inhale up. Exhale down. 1 more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Hold, breathe. Reach those fingertips away from center. All right, release the hands down, face center. All right, let's just come into a forward fold. So as we come into a forward fold, you can bring your hands to the earth, maybe, right? Maybe the top of the head comes towards the earth. Push the booty back a little bit. Just feel this. You can kind of rock the hips from side to side a little here. Right, getting into that inner thigh a little bit. Oh, so really just like be in your body and do what feels good. It probably feels a little different for everybody. All right, go ahead and heel toe it together. If it's possible, you're going to come down into a squat, okay? If a squat is not possible yet, right? I always say yet because we can get there eventually. If the squat's not possible, just come on down. So I want you to either come down into a seated position on your mat or a seated position in your chair. All right. I'm going to use a bolster. I'm going to sit on the bolster. Okay. So we're going to just sit here for a moment, right? Okay. So sitting here for a moment. We're going to close our eyes. And so we've just created a little bit of strength in the body. So again, whether you're in a chair or you are seated on the ground, I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to come back into that breath. And I want you to kind of roll through the last, 12 months and think about the things that were good. Like, let's think about the things that and I'll give you time to write about it, but we're just going to I'm going to ask some questions and then we're going to take some time to write. So, like, what are you grateful for? What was one of your biggest successes of 2020? Did you create any new habits? Did you make any new friends? What were the tools that you used to help get you through these last 12 months? Let's take a moment to grab our journals and write some things down. So I'm going to give us about 3 to 5 minutes. So again, what were the positive things? What am I grateful for? What did I learn? I think all of us learned how to Zoom, some of us better than others, but that's a new technology for all of us. And so just taking a moment to journal about some of the what was your favorite moment of 2020? So somebody is not muted. You might want to mute. It'd be helpful to do that. Okay, so we're going to come back. Again, you can always add to it. I don't know about you, but there was like a ton of things, right? Like once I started writing, there was an awful lot of things in this last year that were awesome. It was nice to look at them all at one time, right? So before we go into the things that maybe weren't so awesome, we're gonna lay down. So as you lay down, what I would like you to do is and again, you can just listen to me. You don't have to be able to see me, just listen. Keep your knees bent, all right? We'll go ahead, we're gonna lay down. Oh, and we're gonna come into our breath here a little bit. So as you lay down, I would like your shoulders rolled out. So you want the palms up. Arms can be any distance away from the body, whatever feels comfortable. I would say that if you can I'm sorry, I'm just trying to figure out this video a little bit so we can see better. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay. So again, you want the shoulders out. As we breathe here, bring the feet about hip distance apart or a little further. I've got my feet pretty much right at the edge of the mat. And as we breathe here, allow the body to relax for a moment. So we want to be in kind of this safe place as we, look at maybe some of the things that didn't serve us so well. So if you can, you want to take a nice deep breath in through your nose, down into your belly, and then exhale everything. And then do that again. Continuing to take these nice, deep, diaphragmatic breaths. And just allow the body to relax. Allow the earth to support you. Right? Feel connected. Continuing to expand the breath by bringing it from the belly up into the rib basket. As you lay here on the earth, feel what's happening to the back of the body. Notice the pushback against the earth on the inhale. Notice the contraction on the exhale. Allow each exhale to take you deeper into a sense of relaxation on the earth. Let's float the arms up overhead in a comfortable, sustainable position. So maybe we bring them in our cactus or victory pose. So our elbows are bent, elbows are slightly higher than the shoulders. And then from here, what I want you to do is pay particular attention to the low back. So what might happen as you come up here is your low back might arch, right? I want you to bring that low back down onto the belly by zipping up the low belly, right? So sorry, bring the low back down onto the earth by zipping up that low belly. So keep that low back connected. And next time we exhale, we're going to exhale both knees down to the left. We're going to inhale through center, keep pushing that low back onto the earth. Exhale the knees, roll the head to the right. So continue to do this motion with your breath, right? Inhaling and exhaling. Very gently, kindly, cautiously. Jaw is relaxed, face is relaxed. Arms are relaxed on the earth. If bringing your arms up overhead is not comfortable, bring them out to the side. Modify this so that it's comfortable for you. And just, taking a moment to appreciate your body, appreciate this moment in time, right here, right now. If you find that you just can't get on the floor, you can do this in a seated position. I have done this in seated yoga where you just kind of rock the knees side to side. You take them wide and you do the same thing. Next time your knees and head come down to the left, let's just pause here for a moment and breathe. So as you breathe here, you're going to feel this pulling sensation along the right side. Just give into it. Maybe straighten that right arm a little bit. Oh, stretching all the way deep into the right side. Push the right knee down. Oh, lovely. Okay, soften that right elbow. Go ahead and inhale back to center. Pause here for a moment. Just notice the difference between the right side and the left side. Next time you exhale, we're going to exhale the knees to the right. We're going to roll the head to the right. We're going to sink in here a little bit. Stretch out that left arm. Oh, push, push, push. Nice. And go ahead and soften the left arm. Go ahead and bring the head and the knees back to center. Pause here for a moment. Bringing the hands to the belly. We're going to take the hands in a diamond position. So we're going to bring the thumbs and the index fingers together. The thumbs are going to lay at the belly button, index fingers are pointed towards the pubic bone, and we're just going to breathe here for a moment. So in yoga, the hands are the motor organ of the heart. So we're sort of completing this nice little energetic circle. Breathing, nice. We're going to do one more stretch before our next journaling. So bring the feet a little bit more in line with the hips. So if they were mat distance apart, bring them a little bit closer. All right. We are going to bring the left ankle onto the right knee. If you're seated, you can do the same exact position. So as you bring the left ankle onto the right knee, pause here for a moment, and then we're going to bring that right knee in. You can grab onto the right thigh, you can grab onto the right shin, like whatever works for you. But as you pull that in, you're going to rock a little side to side. What you're looking for is a nice deep stretch in that left hip area, left glute, left hip area. So the hips are kind of the emotional dumping ground of the body. Right? Like this is where anything that we haven't wanted to deal with, we sort of shove it down and put it there. So we're going to try to open that up a little bit and let that energy flow out. So breathe here. Nice deep breaths. Just and trying to ease into this as much as possible, right? That's not necessarily an easy thing to do, right? I get it. It's a little challenging, but and if having that right foot on the earth and just having that left knee out is good for you, then you stay there, right? Like you really need to honor your body and do what's best for you. All right, we're going to release the right foot down. We're going to take that left ankle off, shake it out a little bit. Bring the left foot to the earth and just kind of pause here for a moment and breathe. And notice if anything has happened. So I always say when I ask that question in yoga, like, the answers are yes, no, and I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know is a complete answer. We'll do the other side. So we're going to bring the right ankle onto the left knee. We're going to push that right knee away. This might be good for you, right? If this is good for you, stop here. If you want to pull that left leg in, again, you can grab onto the thigh, you can grab onto the shin, whatever works for you. And then you want to rock just a tad to find that sort of sweet spot where it feels most useful, and breathe. So the right side is your hot side, male side, sun side, responsibility side. Left side is the feminine side, cool side, moon side, relationship side. It doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's just a little interesting to notice where you are stickier. I find that if I can really be in tune with my body on the mat, and it changes, then I know I'm doing something off the mat that maybe is not serving me or is out of character. A few more breaths here. All right, gently release the left foot to the earth. Shake that right leg out a little bit. And bring the right foot to the earth. Pause here for a moment and breathe. If it feels like it would be useful, bring those knees into the chest. Rock it out a little side to side. And then gently bring yourselves back up into a seated position. So either in your chair or on your mat. All right, again, I'm going to use my bolster. So now we're going to grab our paper and if you can have paper that you can tear out when you're done writing, I think it would be more useful, because now we're going to write about some of the things that, here's how I like to look at it. Instead of like bad things, right? Because I feel like that's super judgmental. What about things that are sucking up energy that don't need to be, right? What about some behaviors or habits that are not serving me? Am I afraid? Am I worried? You know, what did I worry about that never came to pass? Did I hurt anybody, including myself? Like, what are the lessons I've learned? What are the things that I want to let go of that just didn't work for 2021, 2020? And again, to me, it's a lot of it's about like what sucked up energy, right? What sucked up my energy that didn't need to? So take a moment to go ahead and write those things down. Again, we'll give it about 3 to 4 minutes. Here's some other questions. What are my limiting beliefs or stories? Are these things current or past traumas? Like, am I reliving traumas from my past that I don't need to relive? What is the single biggest waste of energy in my life? What are some habits, behaviors that are not serving? What do I want to change or let go of? Do I needlessly compare myself to others? I feel like there's been a lot of heavy energy this last year. I think there's been a lot of fear. And so, you know, maybe you can write down how that might have affected you. Perhaps there's a situation that you're angry about that you cannot change, that you have no control over. Couple more minutes. When you're done with that, take that piece of paper, put it over to the side. So you are going to burn that later. All right, I am going to symbolically burn some sage for all of us. And we're gonna hope that this works out. If you have your own sage and you would like to do that, go ahead, but I'm going to do that for all of us. All right, so maybe. I have like visions of this turning out really bad for some reason. So imagine that I'm saging all of you. I love you. So sage just kind of clears the energy, right? Just clears the energy. And again, if anything, if you didn't get anything done that you want to get done, you can always do it later. Okay. All right. So we're going to stand up one last time. We're going to start. So first of all, I just want to talk to you about 2021 a little bit. I'm not a numerologist, but 2021 is a 5 number, right? And so, you know, 5s are, let's see, I wrote this down. I don't know what I did with it. Fives are curious. So 5s are very, they're kind of spur of the moment, right? So it's sort of interesting because they really don't do well with a lot of structure. And I thought that was a little interesting because I felt like that's kind of like what I was trying to create here was a little bit of structure. But that being said, you know, I don't know, you know, its main thing is curiosity, right? Adventure. So I think it could be an interesting year, you know, we'll see. But that's something you can look up or talk to somebody who's a little more familiar with numerology. Like I said, it's not really my thing. So, but let's stand, all right? And we're gonna stand in mountain pose. So I want you to really try to find a strong mountain pose, all right? So arms are next to your body. Palms are usually facing forward if that's comfortable so that the upper chest is open, right? Again, you want, with your mountain pose, you want your shoulders over your hips, hips over your knees, knees over your ankles. We usually have these habits, like I have this habit of standing forward. So I know for me, I got to bring it back. I gotta tuck my pelvis under a little bit, zip up my low belly, lift my spine. I want you to stand in mountain pose. I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to picture yourself at the top of a beautiful mountain. Like, we have some beautiful mountains here. It's almost as if you could touch the sky and you can just feel the earth beneath you, right? This sort of quiet, ancient wisdom of this mountain. And imagine there's this beautiful valley in front of you, filled with endless possibilities. And imagine what we're trying to do is we're trying to begin 2021 in stability, right? In stability, on top of a mountain. We build a yoga practice from the ground up in the same way that we would build a house. First, we build a sturdy foundation. Then we construct the floors, the walls, and the roof. Without a stable foundation, the structure will not be strong and enduring. Similarly, you need to construct anything in life in this manner, whether it is a friendship, a business, a creative endeavor. When you begin any endeavor by first establishing stability through communicating, organizing, and goal setting, you give yourself a solid base on which to build for the future. So as we embark on this year, let us create a stable base from which to grow. So connecting into this mountain for a moment, like really kind of feeling this energy. Go ahead and allow the palms to find each other in front of the sternum. And just bowing the head for a moment. And while you're standing here, I want you to think of some things, right? A word, a concept, an action. Ways I will take care of myself and others. What or who I forgive. What does my joy look like? What does my joy look like? What makes me smile? What do I love most about myself? If I had 3 wishes, what would they be? I will spend more time doing new habits I'd like to create are. What are some of the things I want to manifest in 2021? What do I hope to accomplish in 2021? Breathe these things in. Find yourself, come on back into a position where you can do some writing. And as you write, maybe a theme will emerge. I had a word come to me that has nothing to do with what I planned, but my word was dance. I'm not gonna become a dancer or anything, but that was just my word. So take a moment to write these things down. Again, a word, a concept, an action, ways I will take care of myself and others. Who or what do I forgive? What does my joy look like? What makes me smile? Here's a hard one. What do I love most about myself? If I had 3 wishes, what would I spend more time doing? Are there any new habits I'd like to manifest in 2021? Is there anybody you want to be kinder to? Okay, we'll give it another minute. You can always add to these things, all right? Okay, we're going to come into our final guided meditation together. Again, if you feel like you didn't have enough time and there's still stuff you want to write down, either things to let go of or things that you want to manifest or just general journaling, you can always do that afterwards. I know for me, one of the things that has come out of this pandemic is that I have begun journaling like every single day, and it's fabulous. And interestingly enough, I'm not sure that that's something I wrote down last year. I would have to look, but again, you want to find a comfortable spot. I would highly suggest lying down. We're going to go into a pretty deep meditation. If that's not safe or comfortable, go ahead and stay seated, whatever works for you. But we are going to go a little bit deeper together now. So just kind of taking a moment to find your spot. If you need something to drink before you lay down, go ahead and do that. And we're going to take a moment to come into the breath. So sometimes that's much easier than it sounds, right? But we want to take these nice, deep breaths. So if it's possible, you want to inhale through the nose. You want to bring it down into the belly, and you want to exhale everything. And just ever so gently continuing this process of nice, deep breathing. And maybe, as you were journaling, you became a little bit excited about the future. Excitement and fear look the same in the body. So again, we're just going to let that go. Allow each exhale to take you deeper into a sense of relaxation. Nice deep breaths. Allow each exhale to take you deeper into a sense of relaxation. The feet are relaxed, the bottom of the feet, the top of the feet, the ankles relax. Allow the calves, the shins, the knees to relax. Allow the thighs to sink into the earth. Relax the pelvic floor, the buttocks, the hips, the belly, relax. Feel your spine against the earth. Just feel that support. Imagine that your internal organs are healthy and relaxed, including your heart and your lungs. Feel the shoulder blades on the earth. Allow them to soften a little bit. Allow the rib basket to open. Allow the collarbones to widen. Allow the shoulders to pour from the body as if they were this little waterfall. And imagine that all remaining tension, dis-ease, discomfort, impurities rolls up your body and just pours out your shoulders through your arms, your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, your hands, your fingers, releasing deep into the core of the earth. Any dis-ease, discomfort, impurities is washed away. The back of your neck and your throat is relaxed. That fifth chakra, that bridge between your head and your heart, is a clear, open channel. Imagine that there's going to be some balance there this year, some balance between the head and the heart. Allow the base of the skull to widen. Relax the jaw, the mouth, the tongue, the lips. Let the cheeks relax. Let the skull sink into the earth. Allow the eyes to sink into the eye sockets. Imagine the forehead brightening and the crown chakra opening. so that your entire body is completely at peace and relaxed. And imagine that you're floating in a natural mineral bath that's inside of a beautiful crystal cave. So at one end of the cave is this opening, right, that opens out into a meadow, a forest. And the water that you're floating in is bubbling up from the core of the earth. So it is warm, it is filled with minerals, it is healing, it is supporting, it is dense, it supports your body. And all around within this cave are beautiful crystals of like all the colors of the rainbow. And at the top of the cave is a small hole through which the sun shines down, so that the light is refracted off of the water, off of the crystals. So it's as if you were inside of a kaleidoscope. And your body is not just bathed in this healing water, but it's also bathed in this magical light. And imagine that each of the colors represent a form of healing. We don't have to know what they are. We can just trust the process. So the clear light, the violet, the purple, the red, the pink, the orange, the green, all variances of green and blue. So all the colors are represented, and each time one of those colors touches you, it creates a little more healing just where you need it. And it's not just a physical, it's an emotional, mental, spiritual experience. And as you float in this water, feeling this sense of peace, this sense of healing, well, allow these life-enhancing statements to take root in your deep subconscious mind. I am the eye of the storm. I stay calm, centered, and peaceful, regardless of anything. I live in the present moment, here and now. I believe everything happens for a reason, and that reason is there to serve me. I trust myself. I trust the universe. I make inner peace my priority. I go with the flow. I am like a willow tree, flexible and flowing, adapting easily to everything that comes my way. I understand that from chaos comes order. I am comfortable with chaos, ambiguity, and the unknown. I accept the timing of the universe, knowing that it is for my highest good. I detach from having to control everything in my life. I allow my life to unfold easily and effortlessly. I release the need for other people's approval. I release my feelings of obligation to others. I release feelings of frustration and fear by staying in the present moment. I understand struggle is optional. I allow myself to be peaceful and easy. Whenever I feel stressed, I come back to my center by focusing on my breath. I choose to be calm, centered, and peaceful over having to be right. I release the need to be perfect. I understand that my thoughts create my reality. I observe my thoughts and choose them wisely. I am willing to ask for and receive assistance from others and the universe. I understand that everything is neutral and nothing has meaning except for the meaning I give it. I am connected to everything, and everything is connected to me. I am open to miracles occurring for me in my life. With every passing moment, I am more and more at peace with myself and others. Allow this radiant light to spread through your whole body into every muscle, bone, and cell of your being. May you and your loved ones be free from inner and outer harm. May you be healthy and strong. May you be free from obsession, compulsion, and delusion. May you be happy and peaceful. May your hearts be filled with love and compassion. And may you let go of any fear, confusion, or negativity. And then just ever so gently, ever so kindly, starting to release this imagery, starting to gently come back into your body, into the space that you're actually in. Wiggling the fingers and toes. Becoming aware of the breath. So as we go into a deep meditative state, the body doesn't need to breathe as much. So the breathing gets a little shallow. So breathe a little deeper. Wiggle the fingers and toes. And then when you're ready, you can roll over onto your right side. That's that warm side, that hot side, the side of awakening. And just bending the knees and just like hugging this feeling to you for a moment longer. Just taking a moment to appreciate the energy that you've generated. Like the effort that you've made to take time to set an intention, to let go of what no longer serves, to acknowledge what has been good, and then to move forward with purpose. And then you can bring yourselves up into a seated position. And then just to seal the energy, if you care to, you can join me in a single Om. So we allow the palms to find each other, again, in front of the heart, nestling the thumbs into the sternum, bowing the head in grace and gratitude and humility for a moment, and just taking a moment to be grateful. And then if you care to, we can chant a single Om together. So we lift the chin so that it's parallel to the earth. We take a nice deep breath in. Om. 'Cause 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 ' And we say namaste. I wish you light and happiness. I'm going to, let's do this.